Coming here in 2013, you know, I never knew where I was going to be. Obviously, it's pretty tough to kind of figure out where you're going to always end up at, and just to be in the situation that I'm in now, being able to, you know, be that leader of the team, which I thought I'd never be, it's a good experience. So every time I take this field, it's just, you know, what can I do better to better not only myself but the team. My whole attitude with this whole spring is, you know, take advantage of every opportunity that you get and enjoy the whole spring.
I've had some separate meetings with Griff in terms of his role that has to develop even further, in my opinion. The unit goes to a certain degree as he goes. So he's got to adapt. The philosophy is that he's going to have to meet and exceed a lot of expectations of a lot of people, and he's buying into that.
We look at him as like one of the biggest leaders on our team. You know, when he talks, just listen.
Right down!
A lot of people doubted him because he has one hand. A lot of people, you know, didn't think he can do the things that he achieved last year. But, you know, obviously they know now, and, you know, we feel it in practice, especially me, because I go against him a lot in practice, you know, offense versus defense. But Shaquem is a beast, and that's something you can't take from him.
He don't talk about what he accomplished. He always talks about making us better. You can appreciate that, because, you know, some guys, they get complacent because, like, oh, I'm the defensive player of the year. He works just as hard as all of us. He even pushed some of the players on the team that needs to be pushed. He pushes me to become a better player, and I can thank him for that.
He's another one that's never accepted his limitations. It's great when a guy can be one of the best players in the field and also one of your best leaders, one of the best people in your program.
Knowing that I have a team who looks up to me, it gives me that bigger support system, because they're like my family, and then knowing that I have my family behind my back, it just makes me that much better as a person. Anything they need, I'm always there, and I'm always willing to help them. And for me to be that motivation for my team, you know, we can be greater as one. Sitting on the side or sitting behind them and watching them actually play is totally different. Wouldn't even got a chance to even expect I would be doing something like that. You know, we always together, and now to see him actually practicing, get a chance to see everything. It's a totally different view. It's gonna be a wild experience, and it's just something we have to adjust to. We know that we're always gonna have each other at the end of the day. Now I'm out there creating a bond and communication with my brothers who's still here.
Griff's doing a great job in terms of that. It hasn't affected him in his play at all. They had a certain chemistry on the field and they enjoyed that. But I think to a certain degree it may help him a little bit, being able to become independent and being able to do things on his own in that regard. So I'm excited to see what he does.
As of right now, we're just taking everything one day at a time. He's focusing on spring ball, and I'm just focusing on the process. I feel like once everything is, you know, said and done and situated, I feel like we'll have a chance to actually talk about it. Not only Shaquem Griffin, my brothers, but I have brothers at UCF that I can turn to now, and I know I would never be alone. So it's just another process, another stage for me to get through, and another stage for me to just overcome. I feel like we both understand what we have to do and where we're going next, and he has to focus on his season and I have to focus on mine. When I was actually training, we got a chance to almost fit to each other every day. If it wasn't on the phone, it was on the game, talking, or on the headset, we got a chance to, you know, talk to each other every now and then while I was up there in Texas and training. And I feel like it's gonna be the same way when I move on to another team, and I feel like it's not gonna be no different.
Our job and what I think that our coaching staff does better than anyone in the country, these assistant coaches that I'm around every day, they develop players, and we have to keep continuing to develop players. Whether it's Shaquem Griffin, who is the player of the year, we have to develop him into the player of the year in the country, and we have to develop the freshman into a starter, and we have to develop the starter into an all-conference player.
To me, there's always a couple of philosophical approaches you want to take when you're going into spring football. I think most part you're teaching defensive football, and you want to teach it so well that when it comes to the fall practice, you're starting to teach offensive football and where your weaknesses are and where people are going to work to attack you.
Now we get an opportunity to really apply ourselves in terms of the how. Now we're just working on that, what I like to call that finisher's mentality. So that's what we're really focusing on this spring.